Hello, good afternoon mga kamaestro, and welcome back to my channel. This is another edition of my vlog, and we will discuss this afternoon kung paano ako magsasubmit ng service proposal sa kliyente. But before that, if you are not yet a subscriber to my channel, subscribe na, click the notification bell para ma-notify kayo for the next vlog. And if you're ready, then let's begin. Okay mga kamaestro, before we start with my vlog this afternoon, magsa-shoutouts muna tayo. No? May mga kaibigan tayong nagsa-subscribe din sa ating channel. No? So, shoutout dyan sa kay Matos Matula nung Kabankalan Negros Occidental na palaging nanonood sa ating YouTube channel. Thank you very much, my friend. Okay? And also shout outs to Architect Glory Rose D. Mitilia. O si Glory Rose Mitilia, meron siyang YouTube channel. And she is vlogging yung mga heritage doon sa Mindanao. Okay? Yung mga parts, like for example, na nakita ko nung nakaraan, yung Torogan House, no? Finiture niya yung Torogan House doon, yung mga parts, no? So sa board exam, makakatulong ng malaki yan doon sa mga subscribers natin na nagre-review. Visit nyo yung channel niya, no? Ang kanyang YouTube channel is The Lady Architect. And then we have Architect Raj na Arabain, no? Shout out din sa kay Architect Raj na. And meron din siyang YouTube channel, no? Kinuwento niya doon kung paano siya nag-review for the Ale. Okay? So sa mga nagre-review, malaking tulong din na panoorin niyo yung channel niya para makakuha rin kayo ng idea kung paano mag-time management, no? Paano mag-planning sa inyong pagre-review for the licensure exam. Okay? So let's discuss now. My topic is how do I submit my service proposal to a client? Well, in every architect, may mga kanya-kanyang diskarte na kung paano sila magsasubmit ng kanilang service proposal. Yung i-discuss ko is may method, no? Kasi kanya-kanyang method. No? Baka sila mas komportable sila doon sa method nila. So, for me, when I submit a service proposal, when I meet a client, usually hindi ako nag-offer kaagad ng free sketch, yung mga sketch niyan. Siguro case-to-case basis kung talagang close friend siya, no? And then well, family members, siguro baka pwede kang mag-sketch ng kaunti. But generally for the clients, usually hindi ako nagbibigay kaagad ng sketch. Okay? So I prefer to submit first a service proposal para makita muna ng client kung paano yung concept and paano siya magbabayad. And mas malinaw na yung wala kang munang ginagawang services rather than later on manghihinayang ka na nag-offer ka ng mga sketch, nakuha yung idea, and then later on hindi naman pala napunta sa'yo, no? So mahirap yung ganong scenario. Okay? So what usually I'm doing is that I first submit a letter. No, may covering letter ang aking service proposal. And sa letter na sinasabit ko sa client, nakalagay diyan, nagpapasalamat ako syempre, no, na kahit papaano the client consider you to submit the service proposal kahit hindi pa yan sure na makukuha mo yung project. So nagsasabit ako ng service proposal and sinasabi ko doon, on behalf of the firm, we would like to take this opportunity to thank you for inviting us to be part of the long-time investment, kasi yung project is investment yan usually ng kliyente. Okay? So, of the proposed project, no, lagay ng pangalan ng project, and location ng project, And then, sinasabi ko doon na in line with this, we would like to submit our architect service fee proposal for the preparation of architectural design services for your perusal and consideration. Okay? So, that's the first thing that I did sa mga pag-submit ng service proposal. Then after that, siyempre nakapirma ka doon sa baba. And then attach on that attach on that letter, no, as covering yung service proposal mo. Yun na yung talagang service fee proper. Okay, so doon mo na in-explain sa client kung paano yung style ng iyong paniningil. Okay? So majority ng mga architects, karamihan ng mga architects usually nagbe-base directly with the percentage base, no? Minsan sinasabi nila, residential yung project, the architect's fee should be 10% of the project cost. Well, that is what our standard document says, no? Pero ang problema lang kasi minsan diyan, may mga client na medyo nabibigla, no? Pag sinabi mong 10% and then i-compute nila, for example, meron silang project, no, 1 million or higher than 1 million, then i-compute kagad nila yung 10% without knowing on their minds kung ano ba yung composition ng 10% na yun. Kasi usually pag sinabi, architect, how much is your architect's fee? No, pag sinabi mo, usually ma'am, we charge 10%, we charge 5%, 8%, no? Usually pag narinig ng kliyente yan, at mag-compute na siya sa mind niya, sasabihin kagad ng kliyente niya parang, grabe naman, ang mahal. No? So kung mayroon na kung bahay na ipapatayo na ganito, 10% is ganito, sobrang mahal naman, drawing lang naman. Usually ganun yung concept nung client, no? So nabibigla yan dahil mayroong mga illegal practitioners, no? Mayroong mga nag-overlap sa practice natin at naniningil, no? Yung mga awang singil, di ba, na magkaroon lang ng pera, no? So ang client is nabibigla. So what I did is I break down yung aking service fee para maintindihan ng kliyente kung saan na pupunta, no? The way na I discussed last time doon sa mga previous vlog ko kung paano ako maningil ng charges, no? So i-reiterate ko lang siya, pero ito ay nasa formal service proposal template na, no? So nakalagay lang doon, alam mo, architect service proposal, and then first item ko is sa section 1 niya, nakalagay doon yung project description. So project description mo, the project shall be generally defined as follows: a proposed two-story residence, and then location ng project, and then initial approximate area in square meter. So nilagay ko doon na kasi wala ka pa naman ng sketch, no? Wala ka pa naman plano, nag-uusap pa lang kayo ng kliyente, and usually tinatanong mo pa lang yung kliyente more or less gaano ba kalaki yung gusto mong bahay. So minsan yung kliyente nagsasabi, architect, siguro mga more or less 300 square meter. So pag nagsabi yung kliyente na more or less yung proposed project niya is 300 square meter, no? Or what area na mabanggit niya for the meantime, siguro initial stage, dyan ka muna mag-compute. And then later on, pagka nagawa na yung complete set of plans and the specifications approved by the owner or the client, then that's the time na mag-adjust ka ng yung architect's fee, no, sa yung based on your service proposal, no? Papeprama mo na lang sa client yung revision later on, ito yung final fee, no, na lumabas based on the approved plans and specifications. So nakalagay dyan sa service proposal ko usually na yung scope of service ng architect and his professional fees does not include yet designing and sealing, no? Kasi ang unang pinipresent natin sa kliyente is yung paggawa ng schematic design, preliminary sketches, no? Studies nung facade nung building, space planning analysis, no? Hindi usually yung arkitekto hindi pa yan nakakad, no? Pinapakad nila ng architect yan pagka okay na yung scheme nung architect. Pagiging arkitekto kayo later on, ma-realize niyo yan later on na hindi sa lahat ng oras nagka-CAD works kayo. No? Sigurado niyan, usually pagka ikaw ay architect na marami ka ng mga business transactions with the client, usually nag-i-schematics ka na lang, no, and let your CAD operators do the finalization of the works. Ngayon, ang gagaling nyo mag-render ng perspective, ang gagaling nyo mag-sketch up, pero later on pagka kayo ay naging arkitekto at may kliyente kayo, babalik kayo sa basic. I'm sure yan. No, mag-i-sketch kayo, mag-i-skim kayo, no, freehand drawings, and then later on CAD operator na lang ang gumagawa niya. So sobrang busy mo na, hindi ka na yan makakapag CAD works, hindi ka na yan makakapag rendering works. No, maliban na lang kung talagang ikaw lang mag-isa, no, sa buhay. Pero pagka ikaw ay nagtayo ng firm, hindi mo yan magagawa na ikaw pa yung nagre-render, ikaw pa yung nag-modeling. Okay? So nilalagay ko sa service proposal ko na yung aking architect's fee generally is yun yung pag-render ko sa kliyente ng preliminary concept schematics, conceptual design, sketches, and design solution. And then doon na rin lalabas yung design development, architectural layout, space planning, and perspective, and facade appreciation and realization. So yun ang nilagay ko. And I want the client understand na ang service ng architect is ito yon, no? Ginagawan kanya ng design solution based doon sa gusto mong mangyari na later on magiging maganda yung flow ng movement mo sa loob ng bahay, based on the circulation also, no, na na-orient sa tamang pag-orient kung saan yung araw sa umaga, saan yung araw sa hapon, saan yung kwarto. So, yun ang sinasabi ko sa kliyente na ito yung design solution na ginagawa ko sa iyo. Hindi ako gumagawa sa iyo ng drawing na sasabihin mo pa drawing ako na ganito. No, I give you a design solution. And my design solution cost me 100 pesos per square meter. So, yung 100 pesos per square meter, nagbabari yan. Hindi yan naka-fix, no? Kasi, pwedeng, alam mo, commercial, malaki yung project, bumababa yung per square meter ko. No? Lumiliit yung project, lumalaki yung per square meter ko. So, variable yon, depende sa complexity ng project pagka nag-submit ng architect's fee sa client. So, I did the formula para makita ng client na, halimbawa, formula. An example ko dito sa service proposal ko, halimbawa, yung residential project is 200 square meter. So, nag-initial ako ng 200 square meter, multiply ko siya sa 100 pesos per square meter. That will be my architect's design fee. No? Take note, hindi pa to architect's fee as a total. Ito ay architect's design fee. Ibig sabihin, ito lang yung design fee ng architect doon sa mga conceptualization niya, sketches niya, appreciation ng paggagawa ng facade, no, realization ng 3D rendering na maintindihan ng client, no. So, wala pang working drawings, more on schemes, okay? So, I based that architect's fee per square meter. So, I came out that with that sketches pa lang, I have my architect's design fee of 20,000 pesos, no, na babayaran ng kliyente. And then after that, pag na-approve na ng client yung schemes, schematics, design developments, no, and okay na, walang revision, so let the client sign, no. Pag nag-present ka palagi, huwag ka mag-email palagi ng mga schemes mo na through email kasi walang kasiguraduhan yan pagka nag-email ka. Usually, meet the client, submit the client hard copy, printed copy of the schemes, and then dyan kayo mag-comment, and then pag may mga comments na yan, papirmahan mo sa kliyente na ito yung mga comment niya for the previous revisions hanggang sa mag-finalize kayo. Huwag kayong mag-email sa client kasi later on baka hindi na kayo balikan ng kliyente, pinagawa na yan sa iba. Okay? So, take note na dapat pag submit ka ng service proposal mo, before you render design services, sure na may agreement kayo, no? Para pag nag-email ka man, may agreement kayo, protected ka, no? Pero alam mo naman, pupunta ng kaso yan. So, much better na pagka nagpa-check or nagpa-approve ka ng design sa client, dapat personal kayo nag-uusap and let that client sign yung mga corrections, revisions, kung nakailang revisions na, para later on ma-file mo siya na ito yung pinanggagalingan hanggang nag-final and ito na yung final design para wala na kayong pagtatalunan ng kliyente later on. Okay? So after that, I let the client understand na ito yung fee ko sa pag-design, paggawa ng mga schemes, no? And then yung next nun is pinapakita ko sa kliyente na since natapos na tayo dito sa schemes, in-approve mo na, okay na lahat, no? Pirmado mo na, wala ka ng revisions, kung meron nun baka minor revisions. And then we will make a production of the working drawings na ito na yung ididetalye na natin from foundation plan going to the last element ng project. So dito na ngayon papasok na ipapasa mo na yung final floor plans, elevations, sections, papasa mo na siya sa allied professionals like structural engineers, no? Para ma-compute na yung structural design analysis pagka yan ay two-story residence for example or up. Okay? So then after that, pag naibigay na yung structural design analysis, then production na ngayon ng structural details, no? And habang yung architectural naman is ginagawa na yung architectural details. So I have here in my proposal, no, na approximate, for example, yung architectural drawings is 20 by 30 na sheets. Approximate is 15 sheets. Complete details yon. Naniningil na lang din naman kayo sa kliyente ng tama, kumpletuhin yung detalye, no? Kasi yung sa totoo lang, yung mga naniningil dyan ng mga 12,000 complete set, binibigyan lang nila yung kliyente ng 5 sheets of drawings. Later on, ang nagdidiskarte sa site is mga forma na, no? Ang pumipirma, yun yung kawawa later on pagka nag-collapse yung building, no? Kasi hindi kumpleto sa detalye, no? Walang sufficient details na piniprescribe dapat ng ating architectural code. May architectural code tayo before, and then the building code. Okay? So I presented also the same manner doon sa diniscuss ko previously kung paano ako naniningil sa kliyente, but this is now in a form of a proposal. Nilagay ko pa rin doon na ito yung mga fees pagka itong drawings na to is gumawa na tayo ng production of details. So ito yung mga number of sheets approximately, and yung bayad kasi natin sa CAD operators natin, no, na gumagawa is binabayaran natin, for example, 1,800 per sheets, no, complete details yon. So multiplied by approximate number of sheets, lalabas ngayon yung costing doon sa ating service proposal, and magsasum up sa doon sa baba kung magkano yung total ng fees natin sa ating mga staff, no, and sa ating mga production ng details na yon, no? Kasi siyempre ikaw, kahit ikaw yung architect dyan, nagko-conceptualize ka pa rin ng mga detalye before ipa-finalize and ilagay yan sa CAD works ng ating mga CAD operators. So I came up with a production of drawings including fees ng pag-compute ng structural design analysis ng structural, which is 20,000. So I have a total of 105,000 for the production of complete set of building plans. Okay? And then after that, syempre nagawa na yung production ng building plans. Then magpiprint na, no, ng number of sets, usually 8 sets for building permit purposes. And then kukunin ng building officials yung ibang kopya dyan, I think 3 or 4. And then babalik sa kliyente yung dalawang kopya, kukuha pa yung subdivision developer ng sarili nilang copy. So usually bumabalik sa client is 1 set, no, for client, 1 set for construction. So yun yung magiging composition ng printing. So I charge the printing cost at 60 pesos per sheets, no? Kasi pag print ka sa microcad example, no, so babayaran mo rin yon do printing lahat. Okay? So I came up with a total of 25,500 pesos, no, sa printing cost niya. And then on the next one is the client would see in my proposal na kung natapos ko na yung aking schematic design, natapos ko na yung pag-details ng lahat ng drawings, and na-print na siya. So ready for signing and sealing ng lahat ng allied professionals involved in the production of that design. So I charge 60 pesos per square meter ng area sa signing and sealing, separate doon sa detailing, no, kasi yung detailing iba naman gumagawa. So this is for the signing and sealing ng allied professionals in addition doon sa kanilang ginawang design, no. So, I came up with a total of 42,000. So, naka-breakdown naman sa architect is 12,000, sa structural engineer is 12,000, sa electrical engineer is 10,000. Pero ito ay nagbabase naman sa complexity ng project, no? Kasi mayroong structural engineer na nakikita niya na puro cantilever, for example, and medyo dangerous yung liability niya. The engineer will adjust his professional fees either sa pag-prepare niya ng structural design analysis or dito sa pag-sign and seal niya ng drawings and specifications. So, variable pa rin yon. And the client dapat would understand that. No? Kailangan napapaintindi ng arkitekto sa kliyente. Then after that, I came out with the total amount, no, comprising of doon sa design fee ng architect, sa production ng drawings, sa printing cost, and then sa signing and sealing. Then that will be the total amount of the initial architect's fee multiplied by 10% overhead cost sa office overhead ng architect. Then lalabas ngayon ng yung total architect's fee kung magkano na yung babayaran ng kliyente sa iyo. Okay? So with that, sa proposal ko, pag nakikita ninyo, nakalagay dyan, the following items are specifically including scope of the allied engineering services. Para alam ng kliyente na kumpleto na lahat yon. Okay? And then, the architect basic services are purely to the architectural and site planning and the schematics and design. Yung sinabi ko kanina yung sa item 1. And then, design development. And exclude yun yung mga engineering services kasi iba yung fees nila. So, which is included na doon sa table. And then, nakalagay dyan yung next is yung 2.0. Doon na ngayon nakalagay ang payment to the architect on account of his fees. Paano na ngayon sisingilin ni architect yung fees na lumabas based doon sa table kanina. No? So, usually what I did is that upon designing of this architect service proposal, no, an amount equal to 25%, I bill it to the client. So, from the total amount ng item 1.3.7, nandun yung total amount ng architect's fee. No? Cover na lahat yon. Kukunin ko na kaagad yung 25% ng 189,750. Bakit hindi lang yung design fee ko? Kasi, hindi dapat natin binibigyan ng opportunity yung kliyente na pagka kakarampot lang ang sinisingil mo sa kanya para makuha yung conceptual design mo, later on hindi na babalik sa iyo yan, pupunta sa ibang illegal practitioners pa minsan, no? Doon binibigay yung design mo. So you have to get 25%, no? For me, I have to get 25% of the fee, no? And then saka ako mag-start ng schematics, no? And then design development hanggang sa matapos ko siya, no? And then pagka na-approve ng kliyente and nag-okay na siya, for the production of the complete working drawings, doon ko ngayon sisingilin yung next na fee na aakyat na yung aking fee sa 50%. Pagka natapos ko na at na-approve na ng kliyente ang aking schematics and design development. So yung 25% na yon, it's a sort of an acceptance of the project na ina-accept ko yung project na gagawin ko sa kliyente. So pag natapos na yung aking preparation ng schematics, design development, realization ng perspective, facades, no? Before the production of drawings, I will get the another 25%. So mag-i-increase na ng 50% yung fee na nakuha ko sa kliyente. And then that's the time na upon advice ng client na mag-proceed ng paggagawa ng production ng working drawings, then that's the time na hihingi na naman ako sa kliyente ng another fee of 30%. So equivalent na sa 80% yung fee na nakuha ko sa client nung gumagawa ako ng production of drawings. Then after that, pagka natapos yung production of drawings for designing and sealing na, and prior to submission to the Office of the Building Official, the remaining 20% now will be billed to the client. So 100% na yung total fee ko pagka natapos na yung production of drawings and magsasign and sealed na. So ready na yung documents na maipasok sa Office of the Building Official for permit purposes. And pag na-approve na ng Building Official, then that drawings and specifications will be now the so-called for construction drawings. Ito yung mga palaging maling nakikita ko sa industry. Nagpiprint ang mga architects minsan and some other contractors ng for construction drawings not approved by the Office of the Building Official. Ibig sabihin, meron silang separate na for building permit purposes and meron silang for construction na hindi approved ng building official. Take note, ang pwede lang dapat na magiging for construction drawings, guys, is yun ang approved ng building official. Bakit? Kasi kaya mo kinukuhanan yan ng building permit sa building official to see to it that yung documents na yan complies with the minimum standards of the National Building Code. And once it complies, yun lang ang pwedeng gamitin sa site as for construction drawing. So hindi ka pwedeng gagamit dapat yan sa site nang hindi approved ng Office of the Building Official. That is a clear violation of the National Building Code and pwede kang mapastop sa project mo and pwedeng ma-charge ng violation ng PDT 96. May imprisonment yan. No, may fines and penalties plus imprisonment. So depende yan sa charges ng building official. Okay? So after that, nag-bill ko na si client, nag-process ng permit. So tapos na yung role ng architect, tapos na yung role ko. No, kasi sa aking service proposal, nilagay ko diyan na hindi dito kasama ang aking periodic supervision or full-time supervision. Pag nakita niyo sa item 3.0, no, nakalagay diyan na kung ano yung ibang item na wala dito, labas yon, it will be quoted separately. So yung aking supervision, full-time supervision or part-time supervision or periodic visit is not yet covered by this proposal kasi design lang to, no? So kung magkakaroon man ako ng periodic visit, I will be charging the client, for example, 2,500 per visit, no? Ngayon, kung full-time supervision yan, then that's another fee, no? So I will quote separately kung ilang months gagawin, ilang beses yung staff ko, for example, pupunta sa site or ako, and magcha-charge ako ng doon ako magcha-charge ng per dime expenses or yung multiple direct personal expense. So yun na yung gagawin ko doon. And then the next will be additional compensation. Pagka nagtumakbo na yung project, may ibang details na ipapagawa, for example, na ayaw ni owner si contractor na gagawa o kontrata. Pag ikaw ay hindi design and build, no? Pag design and build, walang problema kasi alam mo na kung ang gagawin mo dahil design mo yon. Ngayon, kung may papagawa yung owner, that will be quoted separately. So, mag-per sheet pa rin ako din sa kanya sa gagawin kong drawings na additional. For example, nagpa-extension siya. So, another drawings yun. And additional cost yun sa ating mga architects. And then, I clarified to this proposal na yung mga ibang aspect, like for example, yung mga boring test, no? Yung mga soil test, no? And other documents na sa kay client manggagaling. No, dapat ipoprovide ni client yon, separate yon sa services to architect. Unless sabihin ni client na, architect, pwede bang ikaw na lang gumawa niyan, staff mo nang gumawa yan, or architect, pwede ba mag-travel kasi ganito kasi malayo yung site, then that will be reimbursable, not covered by the fee of the architect. So separate fees yun. Okay? So yon, and then services furnished by the owner, yung mga ibang, for example, payment ng building permit fees, separate yon sa fees ng architect, no? Yung pag-apply ng mga temporary connection, example, wala na yon sa arkitekto kasi design lang si architect. So yung ibang expenses, labas na yon sa proposal na to ni architect. Okay? And then well, conform to the budget, usually sa proposal ko nakalagay diyan na gagawa ko ng budgeting sa kanya for elemental cost kung schemes pa lang, no, na-approve. Pwede ako magbigay ng elemental cost. Then after that, pagka halimbawa na-complete na yung construction drawings, yung working drawings, then that's the time na maggagawa ako ng bills of quantities to be submitted for the owner. Pero note sa aking service proposal, nakalagay dyan na the owner may opt to let other architect na expert sa quantity surveying to do the budgeting works kung gusto niya. No, kung ilalabas niya. Kasi may mga architect na nagpa-practice ng quantity surveying na expertise nila yung estimating and budgeting ng project, no? Including estimating and doing unit price analysis for any scope of works, no? So pwedeng tanggalin ng owner, pero nakalagay diyan na pag tinanggal niya yon, walang deduction sa architect's fee. No, kasi hindi naman yan kasama dapat ang specialized services na ganyan. Tayo, pwede tayong mag-provide ng estimate based on what will be our perception to the project. No? Pero kung gusto niyang kumuha ng other professional to do the budgeting and estimating, then separate services niya yon na hindi dapat tatanggalin sa services ni architect kasi siyempre gagawa rin naman tayo ng budgeting para sa kanya. So, nasa kanya yon. Okay? And then, ownership of documents, hindi nakalagay pa rin dyan, although meron dyan sa ating Section 33, pero wala naman pakialam ang client doon na magbasa ng ating 9266. So, nilagay ko dyan sa ating Section 7.0 na ang ownership na design still belongs to the architect. Okay? Instrument of service natin yon. So, matuloy man yung project or hindi dapat pwedeng gamitin ni owner yon sa ibang sites, no? Sa ibang projects. Halimbawa, sasabihin niya sa anak niya, ito na lang yung gamitin mo doon sa bahay mo, hindi pwede. No? Kasi intended lang yan doon sa lot area na pinag-usapan ninyo ng owner. Okay? So, yon nakalagay din para malinaw lang. And then, yon katulad niyan, yung right of client to reuse the plans, hindi rin pwede, no, na nagamit na ngayon, gagamitin uli sa ibang project after next year. Pwede lang yun pagka yan ay may consent ng architect. Kasi dapat mayroon tayong fee sa repetitive projects natin sa kliyente, kahit ibang lote yan. Okay? And then assignment, well, hindi natin pwedeng assign sa ibang architect itong project na to, yung proposal or yung design na ginawa mo. Pagka nag-execute ka ng kontrata sa client, tapusin mo. Hindi mo pwedeng ipasa sa iba na nag-execute ka sa client. No? That will be an unethical work of an architect. Okay? And then, agreement, binding on successors and assigns. Of course, kung may partner tayo, binding agreement din ito sa ating partner. No, kung anong in-execute natin sa client, binding yung partner natin because he's a member of the firm. And then, usually, sa bottom ng aking service proposal, nilagay ko na dyan na we trust that the foregoing service proposal shall merit your favorable consideration. And should the service proposal acceptable, you may deposit payment of 50% of the initial architect's fee set forth under item 1.3.7, yun yung total architect's fee kanina. So, kukuha na ako doon ng aking fee. No? And then, usually, ang ginagawa ko, pinapadeposit ko yon sa account ko. So, binibigay ko yung account number and then, i-deposit na lang ng client as an acceptance fee for the project. Okay? So, pag nag-deposit na siya, ibig sabihin, nandun yung willingness dyan na talagang tuloy-tuloy na yung pag-hire sa iyo as an architect. No? Kasi pagka hindi siya nag-deposit, ibig sabihin, hindi siya faithful, no? Para kunin kanya as his architect or her architect for the project. No? And pag ikaw ay nagbigay ng iyong initial sketch na walang service proposal and later on hindi siya pumirma sa iyong service proposal, wala kang mapapala ngayon and gagawin ng iba yon. So, ikaw din ang kawawa. Okay? So, after that, nakalagay, your signature below indicate your acceptance to the terms and conditions herein presented and shall constitute as a valid agreement between you, the company, and the undersigned. And then yours truly, Architect Alfredo A. Fernandez. So, usually, pagka ito ay pinirmahan ng kliyente, this is already a binding contract. Hindi na kailangan pang gumawa pa ng panibagong kontrata unless the owner desire to execute another service agreement na naka-templated. No? Kasi siyempre, pagka may abogado yung owner, siyempre kailangan kumita ng abogado. No? So yung abogado gagawa ng service proposal, ng service agreement based dito sa pinirmahan nyo. Pero usually, yung abogado magdadagdag ng mga provisions. No? And then, templated yon. Pero kung tayo lang, at ito ay pinirmahan na ng kliyente, this serves already as a binding agreement. Ito na yung kontrata natin. No? Kasi may mga kliyente na hindi kalakihan, no? Hindi naman businessman. May mga kliyente na pag nakakita ng template ng kontrata, allergy. No? Ayaw nila nung ganon. So, service proposal will do. No? Isasabihin ninyo, sir, wala namang notary public, okay lang ba yan? Yes, okay lang yan. That still serve as valid binding agreement between the architect and the owner. Nagpapanotaryo lang naman tayo para later on may third party na mag-appear, no, and mag-testify sa genuineness ng document. Kasi pag nagpanotaryo ka ng isang kontrata, kumukuha ng kopya dapat ang notary public para later on, pag tinanong siya kung ito ba talaga yung tamang dokumento, genuine ba ito ba nakalagay sa ninotaryo mo, nag-appear ba talaga yung dalawang party, makapag-testify ang notary public. And it will become a public instrument, okay? Pero, kahit walang notaryo yan, that is considered as an agreement between the architect and the owner, and that is valid containing all sa lahat ng pinag-usapan ninyo. Okay? So, thank you guys, and I hope you learn something, no, on how to submit a service proposal, no? But take note, no, and bear in mind na ito ay may method, no? Every architect has its own method. So kung saan kayo komportable, din doon kayo. No, ito lang sinabi ko lang para mas madaling intindihin ng client na kung sinabi mong percentage, no, minsan ang client nag-iisip sa mind niya bakit ang mahal. So with this kind of method, nakikita ng client kung saan pupunta yung ibabayad niya sa kanyang architect. Okay? So thank you guys, and have a good day.